I don't always like videos, but when I do, I always prefer Road Dog Crypto. Trade wisely, my friends.
Please fill my cup. Am I really asking for much? It's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup. Find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh, 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 oh. And I'm singing like, whoa, oh, oh, oh. Lit check, been a minute, let me hit the homies in a group text. 10 years, same team, true vets. Got a couple trophies, but no chains on the neck. No. Got a couple cardies, we don't flood with baguettes. It's a very small world, so my hand holds. Wake up, make the money, that's a man's role. Loyalty and love is what I stand for. Can't forget about trust, but first, please fill my cup. Am I really asking for much? It's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup. Find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh, 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 oh. And I'm singing like, whoa, oh, oh, oh. It's the weekend, we've been working. I'll be posted, fire side. Bring my boys in, bring your girls in. We'll be posted up all night. Limited edition, not the regular one. We shut down the city like when presidents come. I am not a rookie, I'm a veteran, bruh. Promise I'ma take it easy later on. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Please fill my cup. Am I really asking for much? It's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup. Find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh, 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 oh. And I'm singing like, whoa, oh, SOS, oh. Please fill my cup.
Damn, feeling lucky. How about my whole streets? Us two in these streets. Diamonds on my feet. Caught up in these talks. Circling my head top. Should've been more cautious. Now I got what I wanted. Many I've been here before. Made it out of 11 more. Like my phone cortex. So I can't stop, I want it all. Listen up, I'm calling you. I need you to tell the truth. Remember when you wanted to. Remember that I said was you. Turn around, eat your greens. When you fight, but you do real clean. Then you come to the bed and you love real dirty. Everybody sweater drops, you're real keen. Bring let me get your juiciest piece. Can't remember when I've had the same piece. The shops to the club never had no boundary. How's it gonna be? Wanna eat these centerpiece? Where we gonna go? You're gonna eat these calories. Giving me a treat to refill these batteries. Then you only them on your knees. There's no way to dream. Ooh, it's sneaking up on you. There's nothing you can do. There's things about the boo. Sneaking up on you, there's nothing you can do. There's things about the boom. I lose control when you do it like that. Thank God you love when I go mad. Got you at the perfect time. I was watching it down. You know what you wanna do.
Double up, double up.
Check 1 2 1 2.
Double up, double up, double up. The money I color. Double up, double up, double up. The money I color. Turns of 4 turns of 8. Sleep and get paid. Rich when I wait. I bet the bank. I set the pace. Guess what I make? That's what I make. Counting pockets, that's a trending topic. You got this and you got that, but got no spending options. I keep quiet, but still get it rocking. I keep quiet with it in my pocket. I keep quiet, moving stuff is silent. Double up, double up, double up. The money I color. Color. Double up, double up, double up. The money I color. I swear God been blessing me. You think you been testing me? Don't mean lemons, watch lemon squeeze. Pieces been my recipe. You buy watch and bust them down. Mine is my investment piece. Heard your mixes drowning out. You need to call Trevor, please. I don't fold, I don't fear. Pearly whites, no veneers. Keep it clean, check it's clear. Water
We're ready to go. 203.
You go dear, see the light. I go near, let me shine. Watch me shine, I'ma shine. Vision
I tried to show up about 5 minutes earlier, put some little fun stuff, little intermission stuff on the line. Give people a couple of minutes to come in, and then we start like we're getting ready to do right now.
Find that button, Road Dog. Why you can't see these buttons? They're right in front of you. Do you need me to put a neon light right there? You need a sticky tab right there. Look.
Don't make fun of me, man. I would jump across this table. I would slap you. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow!
You're not Elvis. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the daytime version of Charting Crypto Charts with Road Dog. My name is Lane, and I will be your tour guide today. The random day stream that's coming up. Threw one out here around 9:30, I think, yesterday. 10:30, somewhere in there. I'm trying to maybe test that time slot out a little bit. Be on the lookout for that 4-letter word that will make your life a lot easier, help you get a Tangem wallet to use with your NSE-enabled phone for 10% off. They got some other cool projects over there, too, going on. Crypto Bubble says that for today, top 100 starting to look up a little bit. Perfect, yeah. Title to the stream today is that I'm kind of seeing some kind of boring action coming out of crypto. That's my thesis. I mean, we talked last night at the very end of the stream about how today would probably be a bullish day. You see a lot of bullish thumbnails on YouTube. But let me explain what I'm looking at. Today it's just Tuesday. We still got some time. But here's what I've got to see happen to stay bullish, say, for the weekend. Because what the market makers love to do, or price action, the whales, whoever, that composite man by Wyckoff theory, that's playing against you, playing against me. You know, there's always an opposing force, and that's how we identify him. Sounds kind of conspiratorial, but that's just the way it's always been talked about in all the markets for, well, while they've been around. But a lot of times it is really the market makers and the whales, for real. Of course, now we got BlackRock, which, whoo, maybe can they play a game? All right, so what I need to see and what could be happening, but price is right here. We've got to get above. Let's put it in a nutshell. This is what we need to see happen to see something really good come out of Bitcoin. We've got a possible head and shoulders pattern right there, inverted, which would take us to the upside, and there's a good measure move for that. And it's not quite got a neckline yet. See this red line right here? Now, if we see price come up above that and hold it, I mean, it came up above it over here, and it fooled a lot of people. Even being, you know, watching this on the 4-hour time frame, if you didn't wait for an actual candle open above that and hold it, you got played. and went to the downside. This was during the week there. So what I'm foreseeing is a drive up till Friday, and I'm sure Thursday and Friday will probably be very bullish days. We may be looking up really close to 44,000 there. Might definitely around 43.6. We're at 43.170. We're kind of playing in a range here, but I'm seeing a really good possibility of getting rejected here. We got two trend lines that need to be crossed, and two horizontal areas of resistance that need to be regained. Now, if we do that, that's a positive sign. We want to make note of that. That might be a signal to, hey man, we're changing. Let's jump in. There are some signs pointing to that way, so I want to throw that out here, but I'm not seeing this really play out till maybe next week for whatever reason. I don't see this playing out really quickly, but if I'm wrong, hey, it's a good thing to be wrong about, in my personal opinion. But ultimately, this last high we got to make a higher high for anything more positive to come. That will confirm this was a lower low and that we're not ready to, just drop tremendously, but that would be more helpful. That would give us a shot to the upside. But what usually happens when we trade this, and we try to read these charts and figure out what's going on, we got rejected here once. Might not even make it up that high. If we don't, there's your first sign. Hey, if it makes a lower high than what we did over here, that's your sign that it's time to get out. Time to get out, baby. Time to cut my trades, maybe go short, change my strategy. More than likely we're coming down. That's the signs we got to look for. And I think you'll see that right here, about 43,650 in that area. And again, it would be great to get us up here right there, maybe even a little bit above it on the weekend, and then watch it all fall down. Some of the things that were making me think that, when you look here on the 4 hour, we got the 100 moving average. This is this white one, which crossed. Now, interesting happens when the 100 crosses the bullish. You usually see a reversal happen just right after the cross. A lot of times you do. It'll change direction on you, come up and retest, and sometimes go back into the pattern. This one didn't. It regained it. But look, that heaviness of this 100 moving average is still beneath our 200. All of our weight is down here to the downside, and then our lighter moving averages, does that make sense? What price usually tries to follow, they can't get very far from this until we get a cross of the 100 over that 200 again. Once that happens, and it takes some good bearish or bullish moves to come up here and probably just kind of hang out around here, 43.6, 43.7, that would pull that up and then drop back, probably meet it, and then go on. If we see that, that's cool. That's more the scenario I'm looking for, but you got to keep in mind when you zoom out what you're typically looking for what has happened in price action. This is going to sound a little bearish. This trend line, I mean, there should be a rejection here, and it should take us down to possibly a lower low, 3,800, 37. That's what is typically the plan A that you do for this type move. So keep that in mind. All I can say is still what we've been talking about for a while, because we've been stuck here for a while. It's plan A or plan B. If this happens, we start seeing rejection, get a lower low here, hey man, we're heading down. We get back above this trend line, man, do we have something strong coming. And that's a train that I want to be on. So that's why I'm watching closely. They're doing some things very similar that they did back over in 2020. And I do talk about this a lot, but just briefly, this is us now in a rising wedge pattern that broke out to the upside. I need to get a bigger time frame or you won't see it. And it normally is a bearish pattern. That's why we lost it here, but it went back in it, and that was the signal. Oh crap, we're getting real now. When it does that, it goes parabolic breakout to the upside, which we did. It's just normal to have a retest back to these areas, maybe even test this trend line around $37,000. Doesn't have to. Didn't do it last time that it made this same thing back in 2020. That's parabolic move. It did have a pullback, not all the way back to the red line though. Had two pullbacks, not all the way back to the red line though. It's bouncing off those 21 daily moving averages. Looked like even lost it a few times, but never touched the 50. and then rocket off. This was Michael Saylor revealing, hey, I'm buying more Bitcoin. This was Tesla. This was after Grayscale had already loaded up their little Bitcoins. A while back. There's a big old premium. There's a lot of bullishness over that, over Grayscale and what they were doing. That was very bullish. Made that market pop up. Now we got ETFs. What do you think is really going to happen? But it doesn't really matter what you think. But I mean, even it does. You don't want to be caught in a fake out, because that's exactly what happened over here at this point in the market. All through here, and people calling for, you know, anything that took a dip, and that was, you know, doesn't look like it now, but that was a big dip back then. Imagine this. You're riding high. Bitcoin's at $19,000. Oh my gosh, we haven't been here. I don't think we've ever been here. I don't know. I didn't look to the left, but it fell 17%, and that scared a lot of people. And the bears were just like, yeah, it's coming back to 3,000. It didn't. But a lot of people did sell out, got scared with their altcoins, because altcoins took a bigger hit, and they're like, oh my God, I can't. I got to preserve my capital. Maybe I can buy back cheaper when we come back down. Didn't happen. Don't let that be you this time. And that's all I'm saying. That's my spiel for Bitcoin. And that's what I think's going on. I think it's going to be slow and sideways until one of those two things confirm. And I think they like to milk that for everything that it's worth. And you will see lots of articles that will be flip-flopping, saying going up, going down. Notice though, when it's at the resistance area, that's when those articles come out and say push it forward. Good sign that's going to dump. Guys, how we doing over here in the chat? Welcome to the stream, everybody. Got one hit of quitter. We got Dave P in the house. Is that a wrench, Dave? And we got I guess Grimmer. I'm not seeing Grimmer up here yet. So welcome everybody. Got some altcoins to go over. Some of them we've been looking at that look like they could do good. Well, they did good. If any of you guys felt the spirit move you to jump in those, resonated with it, you'd be up. Or if the TA and the F8 and everything jived with you, SBA is one I want to take a quick look at. Should we go over total 3 and all that? We probably should. Did I jump ahead of myself? Probably a little bit. We take a quick look over here. Still in La La Land with total 3. It's going sideways basically. Just, you know, that's actually good. Bitcoin dominance is also going sideways. Everything is, even dominance is going sideways. This market seems confused, doesn't know what to do. Dollar's coming down a little bit on the 4 hour, a little bit today. I don't think that's going to be a huge help. One scenario that we might hope for, because we want to see a falling dollar. Oh, maybe. Might be. It did break that trend line, but it made a higher high. She's still looking kind of bullish to me. Might be a little bit of a pullback, might help us out, man. But the dollar is increasing in value, whatever is going on over on legacy side, because I don't keep up with it. I'm pretty much all in crypto. I'm dollar poor, but I'm crypto happy. So some altcoins will have a chance to pop off. Some of the stronger ones are holding some good levels, while just a little transition. Some people transition in and out of these altcoins. SBA is on my list here. Sperax has been doing very good with Coinbase chart. Looky there. Looky there. I'm on the 4 hour chart, and she just kept going up. Blew past my measure move. You suck, road dog. I should have made more money. Hey, man. I'm just saying. That's a 127. I can tell why we put it up there. Yeah, there's some higher targets, but you want to make sure we hit it. Doesn't always knock them out of the park like that. It's a good sign when it does, though. Loves it. Look at that. From down here at 0.006 cents, this sucker's already doubled. Yeah. This wasn't we didn't chart on here? See, got a nice little rounded shape, came back, flagged out, found some support, 200 moving average, bounced off of it on the daily chart here. Those are powerful indicators right there. A 200 moving average on the daily means something, especially if you find support, bounce off of it. Kind of no place left to go but up after that. Now we should be facing some resistance right here. We draw a trend line there. We exceeded that. Poked a hole through this trend line, meaning, hey, it's going to be easier to go higher if we ever come back to that trend line again. I like that. She swing high to swing low. Went to its full extension there at the 618. I was marking more of this area. It exceeded it. But man, she pretty much almost nailed that 618. Target to remember. There should be a 1, 2, 3 hitting that mark, meaning we're going to come back down for a little bit of a wave. 4. If you're into the Elliott wave thingy, and seems to apply right now. It's not my main go-to, but it's applying right now for what we're seeing in the market. So where is that? Well, a good place to look is a swing low to swing high on this initial pump we got there, and start targeting us is 618. You can look here at the 0.5. But really, we're hoping for that. We're mostly concentrating on that 618. So we're looking at 0.009145 as a good place to get back in on SPA or take advantage of the next and probably final wave up before it does a much steeper correction. So in my personal opinion, put this one on your radar. If you're in it, you need to be taking some profits. If you're not in it, you need to be and want to get in it, looking for some of these lower areas.
La la la.
Because she is looking groovy. Look at you, MACD on this little guy. Well, just across the... This is a strong move. I like that. It's doing very good. Another one we looked at recently has been CKB saying, hey man, look like he's about to do something. He's trying. If she pulls this move off above this trend line that we've got right here, we're looking at some good gains, and basically we're looking at coming up 0.0067 area right through there. That would be about a 50% gain on this guy. The key to this, I was on the daily, get on the lower time frames here. We were looking for hopefully a buy down here at this area. Chance it could have went down there. It decided not to. Notice that. Look how we doubled here, retested that area, and then the next time it came down as a higher low. Even though we made a lower high, we made a higher low. That was a good sign. Hey man, we're going to come back up to this area. Retest area I'd be looking for is about 0.0045 area. If this is one that you're interested in getting in to take advantage of the possible, very possible parabolic move up here to 0.006 to 0.007 area. Could be looking anywhere from 50 to 75% gains on that play. Should that play out? It's on my radar, but it has to confirm a breakout above this trend line. If it comes back into the pattern, it's more likely to fail. Just saying. If you don't do it this time, baby. Dave says CKB is hot. Fire, fire, fire. Remember, hey guys, I know I'm always... Okay, get my box up there so I can read this. Rah! No, I'm always short to the point in here because I'm in Europe and time differences have toddlers, so I can only check in and sometimes I have to watch a video. Hey man, that's fine, Grimmer. I love that, actually. Still trying to figure out a good time slot myself anyway. I kind of like the late nights because, you know, that's me time and I can always kind of fit those in. But I like to do something more during the day. But I'm just glad to have you here, Grimmer. You don't have to always catch me live. You can play me back at double speed. I try to put timestamps, and you can just go to where you want to. So CKB is being kind of hot. Here's some oldies, but good here. Some of the older ones are small caps. The ones that were hot before are starting to pick up a little bit. One of those is Chromium, CHR. Let's take a look at this over on Binance. She's got a nice hot little day. Look, she's coming right up to our target. She went get right up there to it. Look. Maybe right there right now. Looky there. This is 618 area at 0.03455 says this may be a good time to at least pay yourself, although that's a nice parabolic move. And the fact that she cleared this area horizontally right here. Woo! I mean, just a guesstimation. That should take us up to our second more important 618. What? You got two 618s? That doesn't make any sense, Road Dog. You can't do that. That's against the rule. No. We measured them from different points. And the larger one will have more weight. I measured one from a fib pull from here to there, and then I think that's probably what this one is. No. Yes, no. And I think from here to there. If I were going to target, honestly, I think the 46 area, or 45-23 area, to be exact. I think it's still got legs to go up there, man. So if you got the breakout of this back here when it was 12 cents, man, you are up almost 190%. Possibilities now to stretch that up to 289%. That just sounds impossible. But it's not. Not only that, and that was just from this pattern we were kind of looking for, but now CKB on the bigger time frame on the daily has confirmed the coveted sexy double bottom. And those double bottoms just make things kind of go up. They get things excited. Things start wanting to pump to the upside. Take a measured move there. Put that right on what we call the neckline. Now we got a measured move. Tighten that up a little bit here. Sound effects free of charge. Come on, baby. Put you onto a measured move. Yeah. Well, I do put a lot of weight on that measured move. So as a target for that measured, oops, wrong line. Rewind that. Let's just grab a, what would it be? That'd be 254% right there to that measured move at 40 cents. I do expect to pull back through these areas though. We'll probably come right back, quite honestly, retest this accumulation level. In my personal opinion, a fall back to this area after it gets rejected from 40 cent area to 24. Pick it up again, ride this baby to the upside because apparently she can do some damage, reach about $1.40. Next area we'll be looking for is about a little under $1, so 24 cents to $1, not bad. CHR is looking kind of juicy for a trader coin, maybe even a longer term hold. So is that on our? We need to add that to our list. CTSI is Cartesi. Similar situation there. That'll double bottom. Here's the neckline for it. And I bet if we were to pull a fib, let me line up that bottom and then I'll adjust the top here. If we pull it right up here, I bet we come close to a 236 area right there. Oh, how crazy is that? How crazy is that? Which also signifies the double bottom pattern, man. All it is accumulation. Most people accumulating that toward the bottom of it. But after breaking that neckline on a double bottom or triple bottom or whatever, you're out of accumulation. So it's really cool when it lines up with the 236 area. Those two things tell you, man, get above this, things are going to turn around for it. It's headed up there. We just needed to pop up above it, flag out, and then it's off to the races. 77.95 cents for this little guy. So Cartesi starting to turn around. This is when, if you're going to play Cartesi, dude, this was the best place to slowly accumulate over time, and that's exactly what the whales do for a while. They're patient to do that. To take some profit up here, you know, you got to run the price up, get some stupid people in, and they sell on them and come back and buy even more, build that bag again. They're very calm, calculated, and when they do this accumulation, being just very patiently adding, dollar cost averaging into it. And then when it's ready, and when it's go time, their bags are packed and ready to rock and roll. Now, the traders, or the person who doesn't want to do all of that, wanting to come in and just kind of snipe at the last, you're looking for rounded bottoms and looking for certain shapes that are occurring through there. We're kind of out of that market phase, but you also just pull a fib, target that 236 area. And that says, oh, this is the accumulation zone. I need to buy in here. If we break out above 16 cents. That's the magic number to been in this one. So it all depends. It's coming up to around this 36 cent area. And well, whether it gets rejected there and goes higher, we got to see. But that's where we're headed. If it does get rejected there, expect it to pull back a little bit. But getting over that, have that bag packed and ready to go, because it's headed about 77 cents. Cartesi looking cool to me. I likes it. We're going to color that one orange because it may be bullish enough to get past it and start flagging up for a bigger move. But that would definitely right up here be a great little target. From where we are, for the FOMOers out there, because, you know, when you get into this early, I know a lot of people FOMO. I don't recommend it, but that's still good profit. Your patience will be tried, trust me. Best thing to do is wait for a little bit of a pullback. There'll be some kind of rejection. The 200, if you go to the 4-hour, target that 200 moving average. If you're trying to get in, like 22 cents right now. Target a little zone around on the 4-hour 200 moving average. Be patient. Should get hit. Just like it, you know, it would have got hit with a dip, but you know, the upside from it outweighs you on that. Maybe even pyramid underneath it. But buying right now, buying toward the highs. Just be ready. It may be a bumpy ride at first. COTI is also on my radar here. COTI, looking bullish. Some of these older, smaller projects are starting to take off. They've been around for a little while. They got a reputation. They got proven track records. Okay, here. We got to break out from that little guy on the 4-hour. Why am I playing around with these little... Yeah. We can sit here and go through all the steps and analyze it all day, but why don't we just zoom out and see what's really going on? I haven't looked at this one in a minute. Weekly chart. Let's establish some guidelines here on this one. Principles that I've been driving home lately. Swing high, swing low. Tells us that price should go eventually. The major test for it's going to be 18 cents. That makes an excellent shorter term target for like, I don't know, swing trade, something like that. It'll take it a while to get there, but we're headed there. That's our testing ground. If we don't show up, we give up. She can't make it up that far. I don't want nothing to do with her. That's just tough love, baby. Tough love. So I like to mark these things with a red horizontal line. Lock that baby in, put a little price point up there. Wow, 18.3 cents. I'm not concerned about anything else until we get above that. As far as higher numbers. Now, I'm going to come down to a smaller time frame, daily chart. Something a little bit more in tune to where we are right now. Where was our highest high here? Oh gosh, back over here, right? Pull that down here. Same trick. 236. The good news is we're above that. And so that tells me we're breaking out of this accumulation zone. If we want to put an order in to get in, 6.3, 6.4 cents. Pretty juicy. We got a good chance to come back and test that. We really do. We're above the 200 moving average on the daily. Other moving averages are below that price. You might even come down a little bit lower to test. Might even come back down to 0.059. Great place to kind of pyramid some entries if you're trying to do this on a bigger trade, bigger level. This one might be a good one to do. We'll see. Let's see how this one can do. But these do have a proven track record. What else we got going on here? Let's go back to my candles. I'm on the daily chart. Ooh, that one's pretty strong, and then we broke away. Didn't quite touch it. That's a nice sign of rounding, which it did. Confirm this angle here. Okay, that's kind of spilling out a nice little area of resistance, which ironically we're just right there. Extend this trend line just a little bit. So now you just identified, you stepped out. You ain't worried about, oh, it's a cup and handy to the upside. You're not worried about any of the, well, it looks like an inverted head. I don't care. We're going to get the same targets with a lot less work. You zoom out. First pattern to look for that will help you out the most, especially your bigger channels. That's all you need. I'm telling you, you can do a whole, well, that's the only thing that you do. This will work for you. Measure move there is 14.9 cents. Now, if we break out of that and you see volume coming in like it is now, see, this was volume. This is volume. We can see a lot more volume coming in, breakout. Risk getting in here. That would be a 2Xer. Throw $100 in, come out with a $200. Pull your $100 out. Let this be a moon bag. Wait and do this again. Build a moon bag. Free money. That moon bag, let's just say you did that. You have no risk in this. You have no cost in this. Nothing is pure profit from that point on. Look at the bigger picture now, the bigger time frame. Swing high, swing low. Tell me where we're going to go. We already established that we're going to 18 cents. That's a 3X from here. We're looking at 44. We're looking at the juicy targets. We're looking at around 44 cents, 55 cents. And dare I might say, if you were diamond handing this or, playing this for the long haul, what if it goes to 86 cents? Yeah, it can. It might take it, a year or more to get there, but you can. All depends on what you're trying to do. If you're an investor, position trader, swing trader, if you're a day trader, you don't give a crap about that. You just try to make your little 3% and move on. But imagine that. Accumulating a coin at a bottom when it's got a proven track record. Even if it comes up to 382, you can use that target. I skip it because, hey man, there's some bigger ones coming. 28 cents, 333%. We're coming up to target. I'm got my eye on. Front run it a little bit. Go early. Go at 42 cents. You've almost 6x. $100 can turn into 600. 500, 42% return. Pretty sweet. I like it. Other coin we looked at is Numbers Protocol. Look what she's doing on Numbers. Rounded accumulation. Looks like she has just confirmed on the daily a bounce off of the 200 moving average. Might want to wait, make sure it confirms, but it's definitely off to a good start. The 100 moving average is above the 200, meaning that there is more pull to the upside than there is to the downside. The only ones that can take it to the downside are the little ones, the 9-moving average. It doesn't have that much weight. You've not been part of this family long enough to give some orders? Get in line. I'll whack you off. That wasn't sexual. No. Just go back to work. Price needs to get above that 9-moving average, and that would be your first sign that, hell yeah. Woo! We're going up. So for the conservative trader, that might be what you look for. You're like, I don't know. I need some more proof. Get above the 9, jump in at 0.0033. Right now it's 0.031. What's a few points between us? Well, there's friends, right? If it gets up to 30 cents, are you going to look back at that fraction of a penny and say, I blew that trade. Gosh darn it. You've been too hard on yourself. So I like what I'm seeing here out of numeric or numbers. I may have to go through, honestly, go through my degen bags, look at some, you got to evaluate your performers, man. You gotta say, hey, man, it's evaluation time. I appreciate everything that you've done for me in my wallet and portfolio and everything, but I've just been noticing I don't believe that you've been performing to the extent of your capabilities. I feel like maybe we're not a good fit. Maybe your talents fit somewhere else other than my portfolio. Because maybe some of these coins we've been looking at today look pretty juicy, and I may have to change mine. I may move into some of these. I'm not shilling these. I'm just telling you what I'm thinking. That's what I do here. This is not financial advice. This is just crypto opinion from somebody with lots of experience getting their butt kicked in this market until they finally learned a few things about this market, which we're going to talk about right now with a little segment called Trading Wisdom. Oh no, you can't see it. I've got to take my little advertisement off. Well, how about that? For those of you who don't know, he's got a YouTube channel. He streams, has some videos. Big Ched, or Ched. He's got an interesting story, but he's changed his life and sounded like it came at just the right time for him. A book called Trading Wisdom. I want to share just a little section of it as soon as I can get my little Tangem sign off. There we go. We're talking today, tiny things, but this is Q Wisdom, man. Great book. If you don't have it, if you're not familiar with him, check him out. I think he goes over this whole book even on the stream. Don't fight the trend, baby. Ride it. It is like music to my ears. It just feeds my wisdom right here. You should never attempt to anticipate a reversal. Oh, it's going to reverse now. Instead, wait for one to form and then act with the comfort of trading with the new trend. From your mouth to God's ears. What's he saying, folks? You got something coming down and maybe it's going sideways. Maybe it goes sideways. You don't even know, though. It can still go down. Higher, lower highs, lower lows. You wait for something. Look, there was a higher high, a higher low, indicating a trend reversal. Instead of saying, yeah, it's going to bounce right here. I can tell because we got this. We're going to wait for that breakout. Maybe, maybe not. You could be doing it over here. Yeah, it's going to break out right here. Look, and boom. That's what he's saying, man. These people that do this kind of stuff. Well, if you're new, you've probably been through that a lot. But if you wait for the confirmation, there you go. A fundamental law of technical analysis is that you should wait for a clear signal to appear and then act on it. Do not get cute trying to guess where the exact bottom lies. I call the bottom right here. Bullshit. Rewind the tape. You'll see that you didn't. Instead, wait for a reversal to clearly define itself and then deploy the funds with the benefit of this new trend at your back. You know the trend's going up now, or it's showing signs. You're on the right side of the trade now. You shouldn't have to worry about, oh my gosh, I'm about to get stopped out. I'm about to this, I'm about to that, or I'm about to get liquidated. That's the big one. How do you know when the bottom is in? What should we be looking for to know when that trend is reversed? Well, first of all, you want to watch out for an increase in volume. Yes, volume. That's why I always say, man, if I had to nail it down to just one indicator, where's, and I'm on the one chart that's not showing volume. Sometimes you get that. No volume data. That's the little spikes on the bottom, man. That's what I would go with. If I can only have one indicator, I would pick volume. So first of all, you want to watch out for an increase in volume. We typically see the most volume at the top and the bottom of a chart as the bulls and bears battle for control momentum. We need to get on another chart, or we just go back to, I don't know, Bitcoin. You're looking for volume, seeing something going on there.
Probably not the greatest example here on this day.
Oh well. Sometimes it's easy for me to get to a point to prove the things, but there is rising volume right there. What you really want to see is this little cheat sheet right here will give you clues. Take a look at that while I'm reading. You want rising volume and rising price. You don't want to see rising price and volume because that means that trend is going to weaken. All right. In a downtrend, you will be able to spot a falling resistance trend that at any future bounce can be measured against, as the price will make a series of lower highs on attempted bounces. You can mark those levels and use them as potential momentum turning points. It's what we did over there when I was showing you. You want to make sure you get a higher high end, a higher low end, then you jump in. All right. Momentum has a way to make that self clear if you're willing to be observant and look for clues in the price action. That was... Oh, there's a few more. Perhaps the most important to any potential reversal is a higher low. There you go, that higher low. The first real step towards generating any sustained bounce. The way a higher low forms can be explained psychologically. Do listen, do tell. Once we all agree that the bottom has been put in, our greed kicks in. We want the price to dip back down to that bottom level again so we can load up, and at this time with confidence of the trend in our favor. And as the price approaches that bottom area again, market participants get anxious and fearing that they might miss out. They move their bids up just a little bit. They start front running. That's why we get that higher low. More people saying, I need to be jumping in right now. There we go. Words of wisdom from Chad. Oh, we lost everybody. Gosh darn it. Okay. They just want the charts, not the alpha. ARB. Arbitrum's doing something interesting here. It's bouncing off this trend line that was established here, which is exactly what we want to see because breaking out of this led to parabolic action. Retested that could lead to another replay to come back up here around $2.40. Things that we gotta get past is, of course, this 200 moving average right here. Kind of sucks that the 100 went under it, meaning that, hey man, might get another bounce back down here to around $1.70. Should that happen, you want to make sure you do not come back into this trend line, because if you do, it's going to take your ass slowly and painfully down to 144, and you're going to say, why in the world am I in this freaking coin right now? Why didn't I take profit when I could? I'm just telling you. But that's only if this trend line cannot hold. Can you erase that? Should the gods of crypto favor Arbitrum and get it above this 200 moving average area, you can be the genius and claim that you are the king of the market as it starts coming back up to around $2.40. Got to see it get above that 200. Got to see that 100 get above that 200. Got to see some weight behind this move, and I'm just not seeing it quite just yet. What say you indicators? What can you tell us on a bigger time frame? Does it have a chance? Does it have a chance? It does have a chance of bouncing off of here. I can definitely come back and touch it one more time, though. Don't get it twisted. $1.68 might be a good place to do it, but you know what you got here? You got a pretty nice looking head and shoulders that just, it's one that I would pay attention to. I'm just saying. I say that because it meets my picky criteria of having a lower right shoulder than that left shoulder. If it price comes down to what is that? 159, it will confirm this. Let's get this out of the way. If it comes down to 159, 60th area, whatever, it will make this neckline complete. And it's only got two options. Mostly is down. Look for a possibility of a fake out. It would have to come up here and make a higher high. Could happen. I'm just saying, at this point in the market, it could happen. But what should happen is that it should take a tumble way down here about $1.16. And if you go by the strict measure move, I'm going to scare the bejesuses out of you because it's saying 79 cents. I don't take that. These usually go about halfway, which really puts us in right over here around this 200 moving average. So I'd be looking at 118 should we get a drop to the downside if this pattern confirms. And there are some signs that say, yeah, it will confirm. But only when it confirms are we kind of scared there. Might be some juicy places to pick up Arbitrum though. It will do good. It's a good one to be in. AKT Akash is also, that was a tack wagon. That is not it. AKT Akash Network. Bouncing? Oh, we don't need this trend line anymore. Bouncing off this trend line here. Bounced off the 50 moving average there. This one's starting to look promising. She's touching that cloud. It's a little iffy, but what I can see on the cloud, might be able to skate through and just bounce off the top of it. So you'd be coming back up to, let's tighten all this up here with our updated information for this play. If you're in this, man, you should be pretty happy. Here it is on the weekly doing some nice moves to the upside. Still, you know, it can definitely come back to 179. Bigger time frames are kind of indicating that, yeah, she's about tired out right now. The 21 moving average is coming in at the 50% fib level. Not truly a fib level, but we use it anyway. 140. I would watch this closely. It has not broken the 9 moving average on the weekly. It could bounce and keep going right up. Some signs saying that maybe you ought to look at this. There is, well, that's not bad. As long as this trend line holds, we're good. If we see something start breaking up here, and especially if it gets above 301, she's getting ready to do something big. She would be doing this mega pony pattern. And that could be quite a fun one to play, as that could immediately take us to just go straight above where you are right now. And that's your target for starters. It can ride up that line, man. So between 422, maybe even a lot more. If we see a breakout of where we are right here, if that's a flag, then we can go to the 4 hour, and this is where you want to check. Now, the 4 hour is saying, a little iffy. You got to give it above that 200 moving average, and that will be your clue. Because if you can't do that, it's not going to break out. It's got to maintain it, but look for that. Break out above this. Could be a really big move. There's lots of things saying that. The cash might be getting ready to pull one. We're kind of doing that. Some people would want to play this, and you can do that. If there's a break at short term, take you up to 364. What would that be? It's 28% gain. That's not bad, but there's more coming if it does that. When it acquires this, can you take a look at flow? Let's take a look at flow. FLOW, flow. Let's zoom out on flow. I like flow. I've been looking at it a lot more seriously lately. So I've nibbled a little bag. I know we've identified some lower targets and they can be hit. But honestly, I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing here. It's not out of the woods yet by any means. It's going to stumble around for a little bit. It will. I'm on the weekly chart and it's telling me that, but there's lots of buy pressure. You can see that with these wicks underneath here. The coolest thing that I like about it is that the 9 moving average is on top here. It's above the 21 and it's crossed bullishly over the 50. And it looks like the 21's getting ready to cross over that too. So you may see a little bit more down. It may retest that 21. It should retest the 21. The 50 is keeping it pretty much in line though. 50 saying, hey man, no, I know you want to go down there. You ain't going too far from me though. You sticking by me. I'm not going to let you go too far now. I'm looking out for you. I'm keeping you safe. I'm going to drag it back up. So cool. So yeah, I mean, yeah, so far it hasn't really dipped down below 67. We're at what, 74 cents. So playing around through here. Yeah. I doubt that we will see anything much lower than that. 66, if it even goes down that low. So I really think that you could actually interpret this as a flag pattern if you're even here on the weekly. This was our 236 accumulation zone, right? 104. I mean, it got rejected there. It's pissed off. What? You rejected me? How dare you? And it's going back in. It's going to... Yeah, this is what happened. You reject me. If you say no to a really hot girl, sometimes they don't like that. What? I'm not used to not getting what I want. Oh, I got something for you. Watch this. And then, you know, whatever. Could take us up to 140, which matches up with this area, so that's cool. There's about a 57% chance that these bull flags actually break up to the upside there. Measure moves actually hitting gets kind of iffy, just to be honest with you. But I mean, look again. Refined it about 133. So I like what I'm seeing here. This is on the daily. Or that was the weekly. The daily, man. I mean, accumulation, dude. Especially if you're playing this one for the long haul, which I think is a good idea for flow. If I remember correct, I could refresh my memory. Oh, let's go. Yeah, let's go over here to it. Flow. Get their take on it. Over on Tokenmetrics. So for trader coins, they're saying sell. But for investors, it's saying buy. Midterm for swing traders, it's saying buy. Fundamental grade 71%. That's good. I don't see many get up there that high. Valuation grade 86% undervalued. The redder this is, the better the buy is on it. The fuller that bar is, the better the buy is. Really getting in at a cheap price. So you're getting in at great prices. Technology grade is 83 cents. Flow has a circulating supply of 100% for its tokens, which places it in the highest percentile. It indicates that the project has a healthy distribution of tokens in circulation. However, the liquidity ratio of the asset is 2.2%, falling below the ideal range of 5 to 50%. This result has a score for 0. They holding on to that. Somebody is. So, I mean, I don't think you could, the only better play you could have got was if you got it down at 40 something cents. Congratulations, anybody that did. But anybody getting this basically, seriously, under 232 would be getting in at a good time. And as soon as she gets past $1.05, is that right? $1.05 area? We had 134, but 234 is a bigger target to take profits at because we got to get above that. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Nice. A lot of things can happen with this. A lot of other patterns, bullish patterns can form. They can give us measured moves up to these other areas, about $3. She's doing what she needs to do, man. I'm telling you, looking good. Got a lot of volume up there. falling price, falling volume. Yeah, that's what you want to see. Most likely what you might see, really, for real, in the big scheme of things, you might see a retest of the 200 moving average, because it really hasn't done that. And that could mean some over, the next week or so, down to 61 or something. So trying to build bags of this, that would be a great place. Actually, I want to mark that. I want to set me an alert, because I do like this one. Flow crossing, horizontal ray, yeah. Dismiss this, and I will kill you. I have to leave notes to forcibly remind me I'm for real this time. Because sometimes I get in a mood, I don't want to be interrupted, and I'll just erase those little alerts, and then I'm like, why didn't I get in at oh, dumbass. That's me. I think we went over stride, didn't we? It's on CoinX. Looky there, man. Look at this pattern. Remember, it only had like this touch over here, and I drew it over here, and kind of like, hey, man, and we got down here. Like, I know it seems crazy until that one day. Well, that one day was yesterday, and it's trying to do it again. Today actually looks like, okay, she came back down at this area, 586. It went a little lower, 540. Bouncing off that. Jeez, I think she's ready to go up to 866. Maybe kind of finagle it. That one looks good to me. 1035, I think it's going to take a little while to get there. Stride, man. You got to appreciate that. I got to show some appreciation, man, because... Hi! Still doing something. All right, guys, the time is now 3 o'clock. Been on here an hour. Make this a short show, and I appreciate you for hanging out with me. If you can, hit that like button.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
I feel that we got a little... It's always good to just go back over the basics with trading wisdom or something. Trading in the Zone is an audiobook you can listen to for free on YouTube. Find that. Gosh, so many things out there that will help you for free. Even if you want to spend a little money. Trading wisdom goes to a good cause. Not shilling it. I'm just, I want to read from it. And I got to give him credit when credit is due, because he's got some good stuff. And we went over some good coins, some that have been around for a little while, that have a proven track record, that are at juicy prices starting to move. Could be the last call for alcohol if you're trying to get in there. So throw those out. I gotta go timestamp all this. I'll see you guys later tonight at around 10:30. Take care. Appreciate you for hanging out with me. Good night, everybody. Let's see what we can leave with tonight.
Gary was a man who thought he could do crypto sharing at the SEC. Gary fooled us all. We thought he was a hero teaching blockchain at MIT. Well, get back, long get back. Get back and leave crypto alone. Get back, I'll get back. Get back